Rich Smith. I don't really like the guy a whole lot. At that time, he made me very poor and very stressed out. Rich is probably my best friend, so for me to sit up here and say anything negative about him would be wrong. I think it's fun to see the dynamic that we both have in the office. We're so different. Like, I'm a numbers guy, he's a guy that just sees the marketing world and he's always on the go, but it works, right? You find like a business partner that has your weak spots and your strengths, and you tie them together. So
November 2011, I got a phone call from a guy named Rich Anderson, who was starting the nursing division of another company that had been in business for about 2 years, and said, do you want to do this? And I thought, this is perfect timing. Of course, I've always wanted to try to do something like this. And so I did it, and we started from absolute zero, from nothing. There were no contracts, there were no nurses, there was nothing. There was just a handful of us in a dream and an idea. What do we want to do here? How do we want to do it? And that's how it all began.
Rich and I were kind of both assigned to Atlas, like homeroom team members. So we were working with an investor, and that guy just told me one day, hey, go to this place and go work there. So I just walked in, and one of the first things that he said to me was, 1987 called, they want their Franklin planner back. So that was my introduction to Rich.
the planner, the panda planner that she had. Oh yeah. God. She's like, this is the guy you want running that company? Are you serious?
Nice. And I still have it, so take that, 1987. So.
I can remember back to my interview with Rich and Steve in that very first office, and I probably sat through maybe a 30-minute to an hour interview, and Rich Smith had the ugliest Kansas Jayhawk like starter jacket. I didn't say anything the whole time, and the interview was over, and I stood up, and I finally asked Rich. I said, "Hey, you're a Kansas fan, huh? I'm sorry, but I said, where did you grow up?" And Rich said, Concordia, Kansas. And I'm sure my mouth dropped and hit the table, because all of my family is from Concordia, Kansas. And Rich's dad owned the movie theater in there. Come to find out, a bunch of my cousins worked for Rich, because he obviously ran the snack bar in his high school days and stuff like that. So this whole time, Rich and I had this connection. It was one of those things that me making a decision to leave what I was doing and going to this company was like, hey, this was some sort of fate, that me walking in there. He came from a similar background. He came from where my family was from, or still lives. I look back, and that was one of those signs I could go home and tell my wife, like, I think we're going to make a big decision taking this chance, going to this company. Like, this guy is from the same town as I am.
I got talked into this place by Rich Smith. Many baseball games, many hot dogs, and lots of Rich saying, hey, come over, we can do this. He eventually convinced me to come over.
The vision that Rich immediately had. We joke all the time in here, the greatest sales job Rich ever did was getting Steve to come on board, but it's easy when you believe in something, and it's clear that Rich, even the 7 years into this thing that I've worked with him, what his goal for this company has not been lost. He hasn't gotten distracted. He hasn't gone down a different path. He still believes to this day that our job is to take care of the traveler. They're being put on the road away from their family, their friends, everything that brings them comfort in their life. They're putting their faith in us to go take care of other people's family members that are sick in the hospital. The least we can do is care for them and put our all into making them have as successful an experience as we possibly can.
Meeting Rich, he just he's just a quirky, fun dude, and going after the whole building the marketing team and the brand team and really building up throughout the years has been really amazing and fun to see what kind of creative and cool things he can come up with, and just kind of like seeing his wheels turn. And I think that's something else that he's brought that's so great to the industry, and you know, his marketing vision. And
in this podcast, we talk about everything we're going to talk about in every podcast from this point on.
At 0450.
Was it crazy when Rich was like, we're going to start a brand new experience team? What did you think?
Rich is a dreamer.
Yeah.
You know, but I always believe him. I believe in him. So it was kind of, I don't want to sound simple, but it was kind of hard for me to wrap my brain around it, you know, so I just thought, well, this will be fun, and it's also kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You know, we tried a lot of things that were great ideas, and we tried a lot of things that we thought were great ideas and were horrible. The videos that we started to do, I think I was part of some of the first ones with Rich Smith and Matt Lawhorn and stuff. And Matt Lawhorn did the videos on like a 1990 Canon camera that, you know, the disc space only had 10 minutes. Like, we couldn't do a video over 10 minutes or it would be over. So I can think of that little video office room that we had in that second office, and the stuff that we crammed in there to make it look better than it was. And you'd have to duck under the cords, and you'd have to climb under the table just to get to the place that you wanted to do a video at. I remember the idea of 5-Question Friday. I remember Rich asking me, do you think this would be a good idea?
Hey everyone, we're live. It's Friday at 10 o'clock.
Come on, guys.
I'm here with Adam Collette. We're going to do these hopefully every Friday now at 10 o'clock. Maybe I should come up with a new name for it. 5-Question Friday.
2016 probably. It's 2018, almost 2019 now. So 2016, we're 4 years into Atlas. And I realized we've got a really good presence online, right? We have a really good Facebook presence, but it's just what everybody else is saying, and they don't necessarily see who we really are or what we are on the inside, right? And I wanted to start showing that. And I started watching a couple guys. I started watching their podcasts and their videos and think, we can do this. Like, we could totally do this. So we thought it'd be kind of fun to show you guys what happens in the office. So we got a brand new feature we're going to bring to you daily. Not super long, 1 to 2 minutes, just kind of what's happening at Atlas each day. Welcome back to another edition of Atlas Eats, the only place you're ever going to see me eat anything with cauliflower in it. On this episode,
holy cow, do not yell.
That's how I talk.
Rich is a good guy, big heart. He's definitely grown in his confidence over the last few years, which is good. He's come out of his shell, and not that he ever was deep in his shell, but he's come out and just he's kind of finding who he is. I think he's finding happiness in every day when he's getting to do videos and getting to interact with people. So it's kind of neat to see him kind of find that spot in life where he's happy. I don't know. Rich is probably one of my best friends, so I'm not going to say anything negative about him. It's just neat to see him kind of grow into the position he's grown into. So
it's hard to put into words, but I honestly believe we're doing something here. We're going to do something here that our industry is going to talk about forever. I really believe that. And you guys know I can't talk in front of all of you without a Steve Jobs quote. So I picked a Steve Jobs quote out, and I'll read it. So you can't connect the dots forward. You can only connect them backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. The approach has never let me down, and it's made all the difference in my life. That's us. We don't know what's going to happen, right? But we can connect the dots back and see where we came from and not forget where we came from and use that moving forward.
To see someone dream the way he has dreamed, it just has been a joy. Thank you to him. Way to go. Good job. And I don't want to say you did it because we're not done yet, so keep dreaming.